Well, it's time once again for another episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. And for this episode's entertainment, we're going to be reading Atoman #1 from February of 1946. How about that? Atoman is somewhat significant for me in that I do these audio plays on my podcast, Mr. Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. Please check it out. And on occasion, there's these audio plays in there, and I did this parody series of Batman called Night Knight, and I had based his look more or less on the outfit of the Black Owl, which is another one of these public domain Golden Age superhero characters. And when it came time to do a Superman parody character, I looked to Atoman as to what his outfit or appearance would look like. So it's loosely based on Atoman's look, and hence his significance. Gee, why would you need to worry about what they look like for an audio play? Well, I tend to do these, it looks like a magazine cover for a sort of a wrap-up image after the podcast has been out for a day or two, and then I'll post that on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else I can. And I draw the cartoon versions of the characters on there, saying, "Oh, look, Night Knight's back. Oh, look, Sun King's back." So yeah, I had to have a look for them, and so there's Sun King. So there you go, that whole story. So yes, Atoman holds a special place for the world of Nailsin. Of course, the name is Atoman, but you see, it's Atom with man brought in, but just the A in. Could have just called him Atomic Man, but I don't know why they didn't, or Atom Man. Of course, Atom Man was a character in the Superman radio series, so I guess maybe that's why they didn't use Atom Man. But I don't know why they didn't. I think there was an Atomic Man. So maybe that's why. I don't know, but there it is. I guess they thought it sounded cool. It's like, Atom Man! You know, but usually people say Attaboy. But, well, whatever. Here you go. Issue 1 of Atoman. Girls can't resist this kiss me necktie as it glows in the dark. Jeez, that's, in the dark, huh? Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't care what that is. Here we go. Page 1 of our adventure with Atoman. Okay. The government sent out appeals to organize a project for atomic research. Dr. Franklin Carnett was among the first called. We want you, Dr. Carnett, to organize the reports of all our laboratories throughout the country. It will be your job to put all the research together. You can count on me, General. From far off Sweden, where Dr. Meitner lived, a Jewish refugee from fascist terror. Came. Man, this is difficult to read here. Came the key to the discovery. And there she is. Dr. Albert Einstein's theories help guide the research work. Matter can be changed into energy, and energy into matter. From his own laboratory, in which he had conducted experiments in radium and uranium, came young Barry Dale. I was asked to report here for special work. Sign for your pass into the building, sir. No one is allowed to enter without special permission. Is that also, or... And so, so, I don't know what it says here. Expert laboratory technician Zelda James, also, it must be meant to say also. Anyway, boy, our staff is growing pretty fast. This way, Dale. I'll show you around our laboratory. Okay, I'm not saying anything. We have the finest laboratory placed at our disposal. The government is sparing no expense. We must not fail. For years, thousands of scientists worked quietly and without let-up to solve the mighty secret of the atom. Yeah. And then on August 6, 1945, a B-29 flew into the dangers of a secret mission. There it is, Skipper. That's Hiroshima. Scant seconds later, well, you know the rest of the story. While at that very moment, a group of scientists wait anxiously at the radio in a distant city. Attention, attention. Calling Manhattan Commission. Special mission has been completed. Results being checked. The news that startled the world. Results checked. Atomic bomb successful. City of Hiroshima wiped out. Detailed report will follow. That is all. We've won. Conquered atomic power. Gee, that's great. Okay, they seem pretty happy about the whole thing. But hey, I had to win, so, As the news is released, what can we do with such power? It can be used for good or evil. It's the greatest discovery of all time. What does atomic power mean? I don't understand it. Atomic power opens a new age. This is the amazing story that you've read in the papers and heard over the radio. But it is not the full story. There is more. Turn the page, then, for the story about atomic power that has not yet been told to the world. It's another giant picture of Atoman! Hi guys, it's me, Atoman. J. Robinson. Now, people of Batman fandom know J. Robinson is very significant to Batman. But I don't think this one worked out so well. Anyway, out of the turmoil and horror of war, a new age is born, the atomic age. And with the new age, a new man appears on the stage of the world. Who is this new man whose body generates atomic power? Whose muscles give him the colossal might of the universe? It is Atoman! But how will Atoman use his strength? Will it be for good or for evil? What is this amazing story that comes right out of the headlines and leads to the making of the mightiest man? After the news of the atomic bombs was released to the world in the Atomic Institute, come with me, Barry. I'm holding an important conference in my office, and I want you to be present. Sure, Dr. Garnett. What is it about? Just a few things, Barry, but they are important. Perhaps you can guess. There's one important question for us now. What is going to happen to atomic power? Yes, you're right, Barry. That's what we have to discuss. After all, we are the Atomic Institute, and why did we hire them? Anyway. Ah, there you are, Dr. Garnett. Everyone is here. Science is capable of creating great destruction, but that is not the purpose of science. It is our task to make the discoveries that will make life better for all the people of this earth. And we have just made the greatest discovery of all time, atomic power. We have used it destructively against the hate-filled fascist enemies of mankind. Now we must turn to peaceful construction. That is our present job. Our work is no longer secret. We shall be known as the Atomic Institute from now on. Our job is to use atomic power for the good of all, regardless of race, religion, nationality, something else, I forget what. But anyway, and the first job is a complete review of all the research we have gathered in the past few years. It's a big job, but we'll do it. The secret of atomic power must never be permitted to fall into greedy hands. We must be on guard at all times. But I have no doubt that evil minds are plotting right now. And Dr. Garnett is right, for even at that very moment, in a richly furnished penthouse, I tell you, Mr. Twist, there isn't any way to get close to the vault. The whole thing is underground, and there is a whole army guarding it. It's absolutely impossible. I didn't ask for your opinion. I've already planned the only way to get the secret. Well then, what's he there for? Is the report on the staff working on atom research, Mr. Twist. Everything is there. from when they were born to what they eat for breakfast. Ah, good, very good. Let me see the report. Excellent, excellent! Now I know everything about every member of the staff, their habits, their strong points, and their weaknesses. Now we shall go ahead and get control of atomic power. Take this flower, Fingers, and do exactly what I tell you. Tomorrow night I shall have the secret of the atom in my hands. Ah, yeah, okay, Mr. Twist. The next morning, as the staff of the Atomic Institute goes to work, that's the guy Mr. Twist told me to plant the flower on. Here goes. Oops, excuse me. Why don't you watch where you're going, bud? Rude fellow. Somebody ought to teach him manners. Old Mr. Twist knows what he's doing, pinning a flower on a guy. I don't get it, but I'm not paid to think. Good morning, Kramer. Got my pass? I'm working in the vault today. Sure, Mr. Dell, just as soon as you sign in. At the single elevator leading underground to the vault. Here you are, Sergeant. I'll be in the vault all day. Okay, Mr. Dell. It's 9:07 now. Sign in the passbook next to the time. Underground? I'm stamping 9:08 on your pass, Mr. Dell. It's the time now. This is certainly an airtight guard system. Every minute I'm in the building is checked and stamped on my pass. Yeah, I'm glad you told us. The day passes quickly as Barry Dale becomes absorbed in a study of the secret atomic formula. Then, as the workers of the Atomic Institute leave for home,
Well, hello, Barry. Haven't seen you all day. That's a nice flower you're wearing. In fact, this is the first time I've seen you paying attention to your clothes.
Oh, I've been down in the vault checking all day and... Huh? Did you say flower? What flower?
In your lapel, silly. In your lapel, silly. Don't you even remember that?
The flower? Oh, yes. How did it get there? I must be getting absent-minded, like a real professor. Oof. Don't block the sidewalk, mister. People gotta piss. Sorry, That's the same man. And I still think somebody should teach him a lesson.
Your flower. You must have dropped it when that man bumped into you.
Oh, well, I can always get another flower. It wasn't important.
It was a nice flower. What a shame to lose it.
Not important. Mr. Twist has other ideas about it for later that evening. It is, Mr. Twist. I did just what you said. Wonderful, Fingers, wonderful. I now have the secret of the atom in my possession. Now to inform my board of directors. But we got the stuff, Mr. Twist. What more do you need? A scientist who can put these secret plans into operation. And I've got the very man picked out. Barry Dale. This report of all the members of the staff at the Atomic Institute tells me all I need to know about Barry Dale. He's young, ambitious. Go to his home and bring him to me. Sure, Mr. Twist, we know what to do. That night. Get up and get dressed. You're coming with us to have a talk with the boss.
Huh? What?
When Mr. Twist wants to see someone, it means right away.
What does he want with me?
He'll tell you. Get going. Presently, here he is, Mr. Twist. Mr. Twist. Ah, come in, Barry Dale. I've been very anxious to meet you.
What do you want, Mr. Twist?
It's not what you think. I want you to work for me, and I'll pay you well. $1,000 a week. Fame, position, wealth, power. Anything you ask.
Must be a very important job, Mr. Twist. What is it?
I want you to build and operate an atomic power plant for me. I have the secret formula in my possession now.
What? That's impossible. You couldn't possibly have it.
I gotta say the artwork in here is a lot better than some of these other ones. They're kind of crude and stuff. This one's a little above the rest. Just a side note. When you know me better, you'll know that I do the impossible. Fingers! Operate the movie projector.
Can we have a traitor at the Atomic Institute? What other way could he get the secret?
That's it. That film has all the information there is about atomic power. Now, do you believe me?
It's true. But who is the traitor who gave it to you?
Right now, you don't have to know who the traitor is who got the atomic secret for me. Will you work for me?
The answer is no. Atomic power is too dangerous to be controlled by one man or one corporation. All the people should benefit from it.
Perhaps if I tell you that you are the traitor who gave me the secret of the atom, you'll change your mind. You wouldn't want the world to know you betrayed your trust, would you?
That's a lie.
You wore this flower in your lapel all day while you studied the atomic formula. And inside the flower was the small camera taking pictures of all the papers.
That flower! A man bumped into me. Now I remember. You framed me.
Make up your mind, Barry Dale. Money, power, fame, or disgrace? Which will you have?
The answer is still no. I'll expose you and your tricks.
I was prepared for this too, Barry Dale. The information I gave you will die with you. Take care of 'em, boys.
What?
There he goes. That's the end of Barry Dale. Bring Zelda James to me, boys. If I can't bribe her, then spoiling her pretty face will bring her around to working with me. Yes, she's the one. Meanwhile, sure death awaits Barry Dale at the bottom of the skyscraper. But an amazing thing happens as he lands lightly on his feet. Well,
better to die this way than betray... Hey, I'm all in one piece. No one could live after such a fall. But I'm alive. Maybe I'm asleep and this is some kind of nightmare. I'll kick this fire hydrant and see if I'm really awake. It broke off like it was made of paper. Where'd I get strength like that?
Gee, I wonder where.
I'll leap and... Wow, this is amazing. Perhaps I've got enough strength to fix the fire hydrant.
And Barry Dale is amazed to find out his strength creates enough pressure to weld the broken metal together. Gee.
The edges are melting together again. Now I've got to figure out the source of my strength. Where does it come from? Something started inside of me as a result of the shock of being tossed out of the window. But what is it? It's like an atomic explosion. Like an atomic explosion!
Oh, could that have something to do with it?
That's it! An atomic explosion inside of me.
Oh, my.
Madame Curie, who discovered radium, later found that her body became radioactive. I've handled radium for years. Radium and uranium. Can I be radioactive? I've got to get to my lab right now.
You might want to get to a doctor because you're probably dying of cancer. But through the night, a light burns in Barry Dale's private laboratory.
There's no doubt about it. I am radioactive. Evidently, my body is so geared as a result of working with radium and uranium that it can explode atoms and give me atomic strength.
Instead of cancer.
So, fate has picked me, given me strange superhuman powers. I can smash mountains, wipe out whole cities, leap into the air, and travel for thousands of miles at one leap. I can move faster than thought. There's no limit to my atomic power. Perhaps I am the new type of man who will come into existence as the atomic age develops.
No.
But in the meantime, I am the only Atoman on Earth. And what am I to do with my power? I can use it for good, or selfishly keep it
for my own profit. No, atomic power cannot belong to one man, or group of men, or even one nation. Oh, boy. Well, you got your wish. Anyway, it belongs to the whole world. My own power must be used to help all people, regardless of race or creed or nationality. I am strong. Therefore, it is my duty to help the weak.
Swifter than thought, Barry prepares himself for a new role.
Atomic power makes plain Barry Dale a freak, mobbed by autograph hunters and curious people. His job is to go on being a peaceful scientist. But Atoman's first job is to recover the atomic formula.
With the new atomic age, a new man is born. Atoman.
Oh, well, there he is. Atoman. The quickest way to get this job done is to fly straight to Mr. Twist's penthouse. Wee. So there he goes. And while Barry Dale was discovering his strange powers, Mr. Twist was making another discovery. One that did not please him.
Amazing, you scientist. I can't bribe you with money, social position, power, but you are proud of your pretty face, Miss James, and this beaker of acid will spoil it forever unless you agree to work for me.
And the answer is still no.
You've made your choice. Here's the acid that will burn your face and turn you into an ugly hag.
No, help!
But at that moment, a streak of fury hurtles across the room so swiftly it is almost invisible.
What? Something smacked me.
The acid. It stopped in the middle of the air.
No,
No, the acid didn't stop in the middle of the air, Mr. Twist. And as you can see, it has no effect on me. Now, I'll trouble you to hand the photographs of the atomic formula over to me. Who are you? Where did you come from? I am Atoman, the guardian of a new age of peace, security, and happiness for all people. Now, where is that film? It's in that safe.
Mr. Twist thinks he'll get away while I'm trying to open this safe. I'll get the film and then bring him back. He'll be in for a surprise.
Quick, get in. We've got seconds to get away.
But it is Atoman who is in for a surprise.
What? He planted an explosive charge.
Zelda, the explosion can't hurt me, but she'll be burned to a crisp if I don't move fast.
Seems like it scared the color out of his hair and turned it white. Just in time. But one of Twist's men was caught in the explosion. I wonder what happened to Mr. Twist.
Look, above us.
And Atoman is about to find out that Mr. Twist is not yet through. Atoman has escaped, but not for long. Dive toward him. I'm going to blast him with bullets. We'll see if that'll stop him. And if that doesn't work, the propeller will tear him apart. Don't worry, Zelda. My body will block these bullets and...
The chair! The bullets have cut it!
Whoops.
Help, Atoman!
I'll see that you land safely, Zelda, but I'm afraid Mr. Twist is not going to enjoy his. And fate lends a strange twist to the career of Mr. Twist. Yeah, that's great. But it would later go on to inspire Chubby Checker. Meanwhile...
Will I see you again, Atoman? When?
You'll see a lot of me. I'll always be near whenever the rights of all men are in danger. Oh, and yeah, women too. Well, you get the idea. And so begins the story of the mightiest man who ever lived, in fact, or fiction. Atoman! The next issue of Atoman will bring you the greatest adventure ever published in any comic book. Ask for it at your newsstand. Well, oh my God, we'll have to look into that, won't we? Eventually. When I feel like it.
So, thanks for tuning in and watching yet another episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. Why not like and subscribe and share the video? Maybe even toss in a comment if you so desire. And also check out the link description below for the links to my many stores, which have tons of goodies for you.